Hi there, and welcome to this tutorial. Today we're taking a closer look at D5 for Teams, a powerful version of D5 Render designed to help architecture companies collaborate more smoothly. Whether you're working with designers, visualizers, or project managers, Teams makes it easy for everyone to stay in sync and work together in real time. In this video, we'll walk you through a few best practices for using Teams. For example, you can split a project by assigning the landscape areas to one group and the main building to another. Or divide the work between interior styling and lighting design so each team can focus on their specialty. These are just a few examples. You can always choose what works best for your team. To get real-time collaboration up and running with D5 for Teams, there are just a few simple things to set up first. Step 1. Create a team library. Start by setting up a shared Windows folder or a NAS folder for your team. Once that's ready, open D5 Launcher Settings and enter the folder information there. Just keep in mind, this step can only be done by the team administrator. After your team library is set up, you'll see a new entry point for team projects on the left toolbar inside D5. Just save any project you want to share into the shared folder, and it will automatically show up in the Team Project section for everyone to access. Simply double-click a project thumbnail to open it. When you're in, you'll notice a new Team tab in the Asset Library. From there, you can browse all the shared models in D5A format and materials in D5M format stored in your Team folder. And if you'd like even more flexibility, you can also connect your team library to cloud storage apps. Step 2. Divide your project. Now, let's break your project into manageable parts. Go to Menu, File, and you'll see the option Multi-Editor Convert. When you click this, D5 will divide your project into several independent units called work sets. Think of work sets as separate work zones. You can assign each work set to a different team member so everyone can focus on their own part without interfering with others. To get started, click Assign. D5 will automatically place all the models in your scene into the default work set. From there, you can create custom work sets based on your project needs and rename them, like landscape and architecture. Then simply move the models into the appropriate work sets. For example, you might place the building model into the architecture work set and the surrounding context into the landscape work set. Once everything is organized, click Save and Convert Project. And that's it. Your assignments are complete. Later in this video, we'll share a few practical ways to divide projects effectively. After setup, just close the file. Your team members can now only access their assigned work sets without accidentally affecting someone else's work. As everyone saves their changes, updates are automatically synced back to the central file. And when all parts are finished, you can open the central file to review the fully combined result. Next, let's take a look at some best practices to help you get the most out of D5 for Teams. For this villa project, we'll split the main building and the surrounding context directly in the modeling software first. Then we'll import them into D5 separately. Once imported, you'll be able to see the related models clearly listed in the resource list. Next, go to Menu, File, and click Multi-Editor Convert. Create two work sets, one called Building and the other Context. Then move the corresponding models into each work set and click Save and Convert Project. And that's it! Everyone can jump in and get started. If you turn on performance mode for a work set, any models outside the assigned work set will appear as simplified white models. This helps reduce the load on the system and keeps everything running smoothly. Another really helpful feature is the option to make a layer visible only in the current work set. For example, let's say member B adds a bunch of trees to their work set, but doesn't want them to affect what other team members see. They can simply move those trees into a new layer and set it to Visible for this work set only. Once that's done, the trees will no longer appear in other team members' work sets. It's a simple way to keep everyone's workspace clean and focused, without interfering with each other's progress. Once member A and member B save their work sets, the central file updates automatically. From there, you can open the central file anytime to review the combined result. If everything looks good and no further edits are needed, you can simply convert the project back into a normal scene. And just like that, your collaborative project is finalized and ready to go. Interior design often involves different areas of focus. Here, let's take interior styling and lighting design as an example. In your modeling software, import the main model and the placed light sources into D5 separately. Then, just like before, organize them into different work sets. Put the main model into a styling workset and place the light source models into a lighting workset. Once the worksets are assigned, the interior stylist and the lighting designer can jump into their respective sections and start working at the same time, each focusing on their own specialty. When everything is finished, simply open the central file to review the combined result and see how it all comes together. There are plenty of other smart ways to boost your team's efficiency too, like splitting the project between scene population and animation creation, or even assigning different floors of a building to different groups. If you'd like to give it a try, you can find our contact details in the video description and apply for a free Teams trial. And that wraps up this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.